I'm on the bed, don't want no flowers, cause they simple pain. You don't look sad anyway, wait. I see you smiling, so I can't stand all of your tears, cause they fake. I know what they really feel. They wouldn't know much about me. Not into fucking with all these, wait. Money don't count itself. Always be counting on what I earn. If I'm alive, then I make it work. Won't get caught up with these dirty drugs. False love was all I got in this mess. Talking about how they be getting drips. Truthfully, I got lost doing them.
Hey everybody, it's Kika, your lifestyle blogger, and I took another day to come up to the cabin. I got my dog Tigger with me. I left Winston because he didn't want to take his motion sickness pills, and the dogs get a little motion sickness driving this long way. It's about an hour to get to the cabin and an hour back. But anyway, I took this day because I needed to come out here and hang some security cameras, because the last time I was here, it looks like I seen tracks going through our path, and I just wanted to be sure that I hung some more trespassing signs and security cameras to deter people from coming into my private property. And today is a wonderful day. It's not snowing or anything. It's actually about 58 degrees out. So for Minnesota, that is excellent, especially in the month of November. And so this was a perfect time to be able to come out and hang those cameras. So that is what I'm going to be working on today. And then I'm going to take some pictures, because we will be having a garage coming for this cabin sometime early spring. And so I want to make sure that we get it in the right spot. So I'm going to take some pictures of that area of where I want the garage. And of course, we'll go in and just kind of check on things really quick before we make our exit. But keep watching. More video footage coming up. Hi you guys, I just want to do a quick video before I take off here, just to kind of show you what I've done. So we're gonna go outside and look at all the signs and cameras that I put up. I forgot the batteries for the camera, so it doesn't have that blinking light, but that's okay. They still work. It's all good. The next time I come up, I will bring the blinking light. I had a well cover that I ordered to cover this well outside. I don't know if you can see it there. However, what ended up happening is the company was a total scam, and they never sent me a cover. They sent me a shirt. So I need to still order that well cover. So I am going to be making another trip up here to the cabin, probably when there's a bunch of snow out here, but I will have to make one more trip before the spring. But anyway, I want to show you, this is where I put all of my lights, and these are the actual light bulbs. I'm not going to take them out. I'm going to leave them in here because they're nice and secure and snug in here. I don't want anything to happen to them. It's already cold enough in the cabin. But this is going to be the outside light. All my lights is in keeping with this water valve type thing with the red at the top, and then it's black. And then I'm going to order some lights for the garage too. So all of these are my lights. It's going to go inside this cabin, and it's going to switch out with these lights that you see hanging here. I really don't like these lights at all. They're okay. I'll give them away. I don't care. But I want something more up-to-date, rustic, and more in keeping with the theme of the cabin. So I got all new lights. That will be put in the spring once we get the electricity and everything turned on in here. It is freezing in here. So I'm going to hurry up and make my way out of this cabin, and show you kind of what I did to the outside before we make our way back home. But I wanted to show you what I had in store and what I've been doing so far. So keep watching. More video footage coming up. Alright you guys, so this is what I've done on the outside. So in keeping with everything, I'm going to be putting a garage here in the spring. So as you can see, the cabin is here. I'm thinking the garage can either go straight back here before you get to the walking path, or somewhere over here. I have lots of room on this side, but this is where you would drive in at, and then you would come down, and the garage would be somewhere over in the distance. I'm thinking, I'm not too sure. But as far as what I did, as far as securing people from, deterring them from driving in here, I did right at the entrance. You know, this is where our address sign is. Right at the entrance, I rehung a private property sign here. And so then when they come down on this, there's a big tree over here and I'll show you off to the right side. And I hung a camera above that. So I'll show you that. I'm gonna get some more cameras so when the garage gets here, I can put one outside the garage. But then I hung a camera right above this tree and another sign that says private property. And then see this area over here? I'm thinking even the garage could even probably go right there. That would not look bad at all either. So just kind of figure out where we want it. And then I hung another camera right by the front door. I like doing that right here. And I did that also for my shed on the other land. And of course we had cameras already there outside of the cabin. So I locked everything up. We're gonna get ready to go. I'm gonna go down this path so I can show you where we also did some signs. And then we are heading home because it is freezing out here. So keep watching. More video footage coming up. All right, guys, this is where the path entrance is. I'm thinking maybe the garage can bump up right against these trees here. Otherwise, we have a lot of space. So we could really put the garage anywhere. I just have to sit back and kind of think about that for a minute. But I have time. I have a couple, 3 months before we actually make the final decision on the garage. So anyway, as you go down the path, these trees will be pretty full, so there is nowhere to really hang a camera. So I did put a private property sign right here. And then as you continue down the path, there's another private property sign right here over where I'm considering putting that swimming hole. So I put a sign and a camera hanging right there. And then as you continue, there's 2 signs here that says private property. And then I put both cameras right there on above each of those. So you can see it. I got one there. And I got one here. And then, as you continue on and you go on to my second cabin, I already had private property signs there that the kids had fun with a BB gun, so I'll probably replace those in the spring. And we have some signs. We have a camera on that tree over there looking at the house, one by the back door and one by the front door. And this is where our toys are. And we got more toys that we're going to be laying up here. That's why that garage is huge and important. I put a camera here with information that I have 24-hour surveillance. And then today I hung a private property sign on the shed over there. I don't know if you can see that very well. Here. So here it is. Hung a private property sign on the shed, and then I also put a camera above that. So there's a few things we got to do in the spring. I want to make this a little neater where our well is and just have all the connections coming out of the back instead of over top like we did have it. This tree here is the tree that I used to put all my kids' last names, but all of our little wooden signs are falling off. So I'm going to have to work on that this winter and then replace those with their names. So I got a few things to do, not too much. And then I want to do some landscaping. But this is kind of the deal, and the entrance and exit to the very first cabin. I'll let you take a look at it, and then it just goes all the way through to our second cabin. So whichever one you go to, you can, it's a driving path, you can drive through. So that is about it. This is where our cabins are, and if we ever need to retreat, my family and I can come up here. But I am working to perfect a few things before we can actually kind of use it on a full-time basis. I need to insulate, I need to get the heat working really good, I need to get the electricity on the second cabin. So there's still things to do. I have been doing all of this with cash payments and not trying to do any loans. So it's been actually now a 5-year project, but it's coming to an end, and I'm very, very excited. Everything that I do buy, I'm very happy with in it. Taxes are pretty easy to pay when you're out this far and rural, so it's pretty easy to take care of and pay. And I really like it. So one day, when I decide to retire, this is where I'll go. And I just need some time. My kids need grandkids to kind of retreat and get away from the city life. This is an excellent opportunity and place to be. And I'm really excited. They are really trying to do a little bit out here, so they have postal service. Some people live out here, so they have schools and all of that good stuff. So I mean, it's up and coming. It probably will take a long time because it is super far from the city, but it is a very nice area. Not too many people around. I like it. So, thank you so much for watching. And as always,
abusing more everything from you. I will never be free. Can't stop me from everything, so I don't know where to go now. Got caught up in my head, thought way too far.